Morning, namaste. Thank you for joining the practice. It's about 80 minutes or so. Please practice according to your condition and your abilities. And remember, the practice is an offering, and that all creation is experiencing this through you. So you try to deliver the best experience possible, and not going to the place of pain or suffering, anxiety, or distress. That's not what you want to send out and share with others. So on that note, let's begin. Close the eyes. Bring the attention inward. Before creation, what existed? God is always there in the midst of it all, and will still be there beyond the edge of this universe, attuned to that supreme divine consciousness now that is within and everywhere. Let's begin with the sound of Om 3 times to attract divine attention. Imagine you're everywhere. Fix your mind on God alone. Rest your thoughts in God alone. And in God you will live hereafter. Of this there is no doubt. May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering, and enjoy this practice through our senses. May we always have a strong desire for the knowledge that liberates us from pain and suffering. And may we cherish no ill feelings against each other. Only ever peace, love, joy, and compassion. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Let's do now the mantra for purification. If you know it, you can just do it along with me. Do it with volume and conviction, so it can be heard by all the subtle bodies within and all around. If you don't know it, just pretend you're chanting it through the voice of the Guru. You derive all the benefits as though you're chanting it perfectly. Om Pavitraha Pavitrava Sawa Vashtanga Topi Va Yaha Smritantrikaksham Sabaya Bihantraha Strihi. Do spiritual breathing to connect with the divine. Establish a strong connection with the Supreme One who resides within the spiritual heart. This is located at the center of the chest and right side of the physical heart. The arms up, the palms turned upwards. From the fingertips, inhale everything that you need down through the arms into the spiritual heart. 3, 4, feel yourself being flooded by the goodness. 6, 7, 8. Holding at the heart, hold the breath. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale back out to the arms. It's just the breath that leaves. Everything that you pulled in stays within. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, inhale everything that you need. Feel it flooding you all the way down as it goes into through the arms and into the heart. Then holding the heart as an offering for God who resides there. 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale again out through the arms. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time. Inhale. Use your attention to attract everything you need down into the spiritual heart. 3, 4. Feel like there's a strong magnet in the heart. 6, 7, 8. Holding it all at the heart. Hold the breath. Exhale out through the arms. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring the arms down now. So now let's stimulate the chakras. Imagine those chakras, these as gates. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to open them up so that the energy that is at the root of the spine can go all the way up. The root of the psychic channel is coincident with the spine. And remember though that in order for that energy to be able to be released, you have to be in strict adherence to the ethical rules. Yama, the ethical rules, is, and first and foremost, ahimsa, which is compassion. So without the adherence to those ethical rules, there is no foundation. That is the whole foundation of practice. There is no success in yoga. So we're starting at the base of the spine, moving all the way up, bit by bit, just opening up the gates along the way. So concentrate on that chakra and concentrate and just imagine the color that's associated with that chakra. Use your imagination to feel the whole area flood with that color. So starting at the base of the spine at Muladhara chakra, the color is red. Repeat after me these tones. Lam 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 lam. Repeat. Lam 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 lam. Move up to Svadhisthana, the second chakra, located just a little bit above in your sacral area. The color is orange. Vam 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 vam. Repeat. Vam 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 vam. Go up to the navel. The color is yellow. Ram 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 ram. Ram 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 ram. Next, the heart. The color is green. Anahata. Yum 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 yum. Yum 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 yum. Next, base of the throat, Vishuddha. The color is blue. Hum 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 hum. Hum 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 hum. Next, go to the third eye, Anya. The color is indigo. Om 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 om. Repeat. Om 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 om. Now the crown. The color is violet, Sahasrara, and we just allow the Om to be carried on the breath. We'll do it twice. Take a deep breath in. Imagine all beings are being inundated by the sounds and colors and vibrations of this ultimate mantra. Even though the sounds disappear, imagine the vibrations are still doing the work. Once again, the color violet at the crown. Inhale. Take a moment to just notice any changes in the states of the body, the mind, and emotions. Have no judgment as to what you see or observe. Have no expectation as to what you think you should or should not observe. Remain like the witness watching everything. So now let's just do a few rounds of mantra for unification. Hamsa Soham. This means I am that I am, that being the ultimate, the highest self that resides within. So we want to merge with the divine that's within us and within all beings everywhere. So I'll do it out loud. You can do it mentally with me. The mantra is Hamsa Soham Soham Hamsa, and then reverse it Soham Hamsa Hamsa Soham. As you're doing this, you have some finger gestures. So as you inhale, you bring the fingertips up towards the tip of the thumbs. Exhale, you open them back up again. So you're synchronizing the movement of the fingers with the breath. So it goes hum, sa, so, hum. Try to keep the rhythm nice and steady, and just imagine you're merging with all beings, becoming one with all beings, becoming one with God who is within all beings. So the hands can stay on the knees. You can watch me for the few first cycle if you like, to get the just a bit, and then you can go on our own, but I'll keep reciting it out loud. So start by emptying the lungs, close the eyes if you feel comfortable, otherwise watch me. Sa, so, so. Now we'll continue with the postures. Continue to try to see divinity in each and every form. The practice is a celebration and an honoring of all the different ways that God manifests in this physical universe. But try to see God once again everywhere. Imagine you too are everywhere in the hearts of all beings. Let's come to stand. So start off with some exercises just to help to produce some heat. What the heat does is to help to release some of the impurities from the body. So we're going to start off by imagine we're shaking out all the impurities out of the organs first. So we're pumping the belly button in and out. As you're doing this, imagine that the organs are being jostled and all the impurities are tumbling out of them. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, bend down, hands on the knees. Empty your lungs completely. And as you stay with your lungs empty, pump the belly button out. Let the belly jump. Feel all the organs being shaken. Try to do as many as you can. Aim for at least 50 as you hold the breath out. keep the holding breath out, but pull the belly button up and in. Imagine trying to push the belly button right through the lower back and the heart between the shoulder blades. And come up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax. One more time. Take a deep breath in. Exhale again. Come down. Hands on the knees. Completely empty the lungs. And now start. Pump the belly button in and out. Pull everything up and in. Hold the breath out. And then release. Come up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax. And now we're going to continue with some exercises to help move the joints. Loosen up the joints, keep moving as Dharma says, or you end up in big trouble. So hands on the hips to start. Roll the head in circles. Move at the speed that you're comfortable with, but if you can, move a little bit faster so that you build the heat. The chin to the chest, the ears to the shoulders, back of the head to the top of the back. And then go in the other direction. Feels as though the head are very heavy, rolling all the way around the neck. Good. And now from here, inhale, raise your arms up over the head. Exhale down. Continue. Do the exercise with enthusiasm and the breathing with vigor to get the full range of benefits. Now inhale, straight arms up, spread the fingers, exhale, pull them down, snap the hands into fists. Same movement, but the arms in front of the body, exhale, pull in. Stretch your arms out on the inhale. Good, now throw the arms back behind the head. Swing the arms loosely. Now, arms across the chest, inhale. Imagine trying to squeeze your armpits together. Exhale, throw them back. Alternate the cross each time the arms come across the chest. Good. Now inhale, raise your arms up over the head. Exhale, throw the body down. Allow the belly to hit the thighs. You bend your knees as you're swinging down. Imagine you're tossing all the negativity out with the breath, the exhale. And just stay down here for a moment. Allow the body to stop shaking and bouncing. Tuck your chin in and roll your way back up. Good. Oops, what happened here? Interesting. Okay. Give me a second. Just give me 1 second. Okay. All right. Sorry, the camera went dead for a moment. All right, next one. Where was I? So, arms up over the head. We're coming down into a squat, but if you can't go down all the way, just go down as far as you can. Arms up, inhale. Exhale, drop down. Alright, so next, arms in front of the chest, interlace your fingers and go from side to side. So from the bottom down, from the hips down, then nothing moves, it's just the upper part of the body. And come back to the center, arms up over the head, And actually, the next one here is 4 movements. So again, you're coming into squat. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, down. Inhale, press up. Lifting with the heels at the same time. Exhale, bring the arms down. And then release. Next one, arms in front of the body, the wrists high to the shoulders. Inhale, circle around to the front. Exhale, pull in and drop the and pull the arms back out. Feel as though the arms were spring-loaded. And now bring the arms down by sides of the body. Inhale, circle around to the front. Exhale, pull in and punch the arms right back out. The feet now apart, toes pointing outwards a little bit. They can go beyond the edges of the mat. Left arm up, inhale. Exhale, bend to the right. Right arm up, inhale. Exhale, bend to the left. And then release. Next one we're going to do the same movement, but the breathing's a little bit different. So bring the left arm up, inhale, hold the breath, bend to the right. And exhale, come back up. Inhale, raise your right arm up, bend to the left, hold the breath. And then come back up on the exhale. Keep going. Stretch the whole left side of the body without making wrinkles in the underside of the body, at the right side, at the waist. And then come back up. And go to the other side. Reach over the head, bend to the left. And then come back up. Lose yourself in the sensations. Imagine all beings experiencing this through your body. All the movements graceful. Imagine your grass blowing in the wind. You have to keep imagining yourself in a practice you try to attain. And with constant practice and fierce determination, you'll succeed. But as always, offer up the practice. Do the practice as though it were divine duty to all beings everywhere. Remain unattached to the results. Let go of all expectations. Imagining weights attached to all the fingertips to allow you to sink a little bit deeper into the bend. Do one more on each side. And left one more time. Good. Now from here, coming onto the hands and knees. Cat-cow. So do it with vigor again so you build some heat. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, stretch the belly skin. And then the back skin. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, push in hands. Roll the arms outwards. Exhale, pull them in. Keep the chest wide open. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, push the belly button down. Exhale, pull it right up. Try to push it right to the lower back. Inhale, the heart comes forward and down. Exhale, imagine going right between the shoulder blades. Inhale. Exhale, try not to jam up the back of the neck or the lower back. Inhale. When the chin comes into the chest, try not to close off the airway completely. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And last time, inhale. Exhale. Next one for the hip. Raise your right leg up and then swing it out to your right. So inhale, throw the leg up. Exhale, swing it out to the right. Modify again the movements as you need to. And then the other leg, left leg swings up and then throw it out to your left. And then throw it right back up, over the head. And then release. So we're going to come onto the belly to work the back muscles. So if you have a blanket, sometimes it's nice to place a blanket underneath the body. There's the edge of the blanket just at the top of the legs. This helps from the hips to grind down into the mat. You can join your hands behind the back if your shoulders allow for, otherwise you can keep your hands apart. Anchor down to the lower body, press down to the tops of the feet. As you lift up on the inhale, engage the buttocks in your back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, down. Up. 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 Down. One more. Up. And down. And release. Drop the arms by the sides of the body. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let go of all fatigue. The next one, the arms out in front. So you can bring both legs and arms up at the same time on the inhale and exhale back down. Other option is you can raise the left arm up and the right leg up and down, and then just alternate from side to side. You would pull through the leg and the fingers so you get as much extension as possible. If you're stronger, you throw the legs up, and when the legs come down, the motion of the chest and the hips coming into the ground will throw the upper body up. So we'll take this. Continue with the version that you like. And then break the pause. Forehead on hands, breathe in. And breathe out. It's good for massaging the abdomen as well, a rocking motion. And then, so now we're going to come into child's pose. The next sequence has 4 movements. Inhale, come up into high cat, rounding your back. Exhale, drop your hips and your hands, chest forward, shoulders back, the head up. Inhale, come back up into high cat. Exhale, seat all the way back. Inhale, gracefully come up, rounding. Then arching, flexing the spine. Back to rounding. All the way back, lengthening and flattening. Inhale, come up. Exhale, push your shoulders back and coil like a serpent. Inhale, back up, high cat. Exhale, all the way back. So move in a way that doesn't create any folds, any big kinks in the lower back or the back of the neck. Come forward. Move in a way that allows the prana, the vital force to keep flowing through the body, no interruptions. Inhale, come up. And then forward. Keep the lower back and the back neck free of wrinkles if you can. Inhale. Then all the way back. Exhale. Up. Forward. Use your imagination to visualize the effect you're trying to achieve. All the way back. Imagine you see right through the skin at the spine. Always staying long and smooth. Inhale, back up. Exhale, all the way back. Inhale. Exhale, all the muscles, all the body systems moving together in concert with one another. Form a great piece of graceful and beautiful movements. And then inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Every movement done with precision, done with mindfulness, done with reverence. Up and forward. Back up. And all the way back. One more time. Inhale, rounding. Exhale, arching. Top of the neck out of the shoulders. And back up. Inhale, rounding. And flattening and lengthening. Pull the seats all the way back behind the heels. Forehead on the ground. Breathe in. And breathe out. Relax. Good. Next one. We're going to move into cobra and then hold the cobra as you hold the breath. So a couple of entries that you can do. So if you find that you can first, one is gliding, brush into the ground, slide between your arms and bring the head up. Hold the breath, hold the pose. Make sure you don't lose your neck, keep your shoulders down, the neck long. And back on the exhale. If you found that difficult, you can just come up into baby plank and then drop the hips down between your hands, shoulders back, take the head back. Hold the breath, hold the pose. And then return on the exhale. And glide, come forward again. You have to imagine a snake creeping through the grass and then coiling. And try to realize it and see yourself in the shape, in the body of the snake. Come forward again. Remember, 3 times blessed those can perform physically, mentally, and spiritually. Hold the breath here. Everything stops. And back exhale. Stopping, everything stops, refers to the mental, physical, and emotional activity. Everything is still or frozen. Hold the breath, hold the pose. Find the stillness of the mind through the stillness of those body, those physical, mental, and emotional reactions. And then back, exhale. Come forward. Try to tap into all the divine qualities of that which you're representing. And back, exhale. Inhale, glide forward. Pull the elbows aside the body if you're doing gliding entrance. And back. And this time, if you like, you add a little bit more. Come onto the fingertips. Bend your legs. Bring your feet up towards the head. Doesn't matter if you don't touch the head. Just work the different joints at the same time. Raja Bhujangasana, King Cobra. Come back. Come forward again. So you come forward, you try to get your hips as close to your hands as possible and press into your fingertips, lift the palms. Imagine you're squeezing socks behind your knees. And back. Try to keep your hips down. It's not an upward facing dog. Come forward. So if your hip is high up off the ground, it's it's not going to get you as far as deep. Hold the breath, hold the pose. And back, exhale. Inhale, come forward. The hands have to be close to the body. Press into the fingertips. 10 points of pressure here. Get as much length and height as possible. And back, exhale. Inhale, come forward. Roll the shoulders back. Constant practice, you learn tricks to move into poses more efficiently. And that leaves more time to find stillness and meditating in pose. Come up, hold the breath. And back. One last time, the best one yet. Make it a divine offering. Elbows close to the body. Hold the breath, hold the pose. And back. Child's pose. Breathe in. And breathe out. Let go of all fatigue. Drop it right out of the body. And then coming back up. So from here, actually, come forward onto your belly and then flip over onto your back. Extend the arms and the legs and inhale. Exhale, squeeze into a tuck. Knees to the shoulders, shoulders to the knees. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze in again. Forehead to the hands above the knees if you can. Chin between the knees. Inhale. Exhale, come up. Peel the shoulders up off the mat. Squeeze yourself tight. Inhale, elongate. Exhale, make yourself as compact as possible. Make the body look like a fist. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze in tight. Inhale, all movements powerful, yet still graceful. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze in. And one more, inhale. Exhale, tuck. Inhale. The same movement, but the breathing's different. Hold the breath, and as you come into tuck, keep holding the breath. Squeeze everything tight again. And release the attention to the space between the eyebrows. Inhale, even if your forehead doesn't touch the head, if you can't get your head close to your knees, don't worry about it, just do your best. And back. It's the effort that's most important, not the result. Inhale. Hold the breath and tuck. And release. Exhale, inhale, stretch again. Hold the breath. Your mind can stay in that same temperament, unbothered without changing. You can meditate no matter what form you're in, if you merge with a form. Release, exhale. Inhale, stretch. Hold the breath and tuck. Release, exhale. Inhale, stretch. Hold the breath and tuck. Cross the ankles, pull the heels towards the seat, all the muscles coming together towards the middle. And release, exhale, 2 more. Inhale, stretch. Hold the breath and tuck very, very tightly. Go and assist again with your body. Release, and the last one. Inhale, stretch. And hold the breath. Tuck. And break the pause. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, relax everything. Good. So now, just extend the arms over the head, that legs out in front, and then from here, swing your legs up. If you can, bring your feet all the way behind the head and bring the feet back down. When the heels are grounded, so you can come up to seated and come forward. So it might not be possible to sit up if your heels are down, so just do whatever you need to. So you just keep moving. Just do whatever you need to just roll. You're stronger again. Try to keep your legs, arms straight all throughout. And don't sit up until the heels are down, and try not to lift the heels when you're sitting. Drape your body over the legs. Smooth movements, always going at the same speed. Always controlled movement, no jerky movements. No crash landings of the legs or the back on the ground. Good. And then after this current one, on the next one, get ready to stand. So when you roll back, bend your knees as your legs are coming down, touch your feet, and come right up to standing. So we'll come further to the front of the mat and continue the practice. This is so easy. Come to the front of the mat, hands at the heart, and remember to renounce all the things of the practice. Think of this as your divine obligation to all beings everywhere. Just do it because it must be done for the benefit of all beings. Straighten on the scar, raise your arms up over the head, arch back, fold the body down, bend your knees, bring your hands to the ground, right foot back, chest open, hips all the way forward towards the front heel. Come into high plank, knees, chest, forehead down. Glide right into cobra if you can. Lift your hips and knees away from the ground. Come into upward facing dog. Back into downward facing dog. Move again according to your condition. Soften the line in the back. And then the right foot steps forward. If that's difficult, lower the back knee down. If the foot doesn't make it all the way, use your right hand to assist the foot forward. Drop your seat all the way forward. Look up. And then the feet come together. Uttanasana. Chest on the thighs, head down. All right, just standing, reach up and back. Come back home. Engage the buttocks and upper back to support you when you go back. Forward fold. Bend your knees if you need to. Again, bring your hands flat on the ground. Left foot back. Drop down to the feet. Into high plank. Ashtanga Namaskar. Knees, chest, forehead down. Keep the elbows close to the body if you can. And again, come up into upward facing dog or cobra. Lift your hips and knees away from the ground. Charge your legs. You're doing upward facing dog. Then back into downward facing dog. Melt the heart again. Bring the head down. If you can strike the forehead to the ground. And then the left foot steps forward. Drop down to the seat. Feet come together. Uttanasana. Chest and the thighs. Head down. Come all the way up to standing. Reach up over the head. Come back home. Don't worry about the breath. Just breathe naturally with the body. And the breath will deliver more ease and grace and fluidity movement. Uttanasana. Right foot back, drop down to the seat, into the plank, down we go. Turn the fingers out, elbows come into the sides of the body, and then swing up into upward facing dog, or you're staying with your hips on the ground for cobra. Then back into downward facing dog, soften the line in the back here. Look like a dog stretching its back. Then the right foot steps forward to the hands. Feet together, Uttanasana. Come right to stand, reach up over the head, and then back home, hands to the heart. Go up and back again, hips forward, reach back behind you, and then come down. Bend your knees, if you need to get bring your hands on the ground, and then the left foot back. Back knee down, into the high plank. Ashtanga Namaskar, knees, chest, forehead down. Right into the back bend of your choice, upward facing dog or cobra. If you're doing upward facing dog, point the nose up, look like a dog howling at the moon. Back into downward facing dog. Bounce a little bit here. Try to get your head closer to the ground. The belly to the thighs, the chest towards the ground as well. Try not to bend the arms. Sink through the shoulders. If it's too much, you can keep your arms and the back straight, more like a mountain pose, a mountain. Okay, so now from here, left foot forward, drop down to the seat. Move according to your condition as always. Feet together, Uttanasana. Come right to standing over the head. Hands back to the heart. Let's add on a little bit. Bring your arms up. Stretch as you come down. Bend your knees. Land your belly in your thighs. And then join your hands, if you can, behind your back. Pull them right over your head. Uttanasana. Try to get your seat directly around your heels. Hold the breath. The right foot back. Lower the knee down. The arms Going all the way up into Kapyasana. Arms go all the way back, beside or behind your ears. Reach up. Telescope your body out of the hips. Now bring your hands back down. Come back into high plank. You can do the same entry, Ashtanga Namaskar, knees, chest, forehead down, or bring your seat back if you're stronger. Pull the elbows into sides body, push through with your toes, and make your way into upward facing dog. Try not to touch your legs and the hips in between to the ground. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Be mindful of your shoulders and your strength and your abilities. The right leg up, Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana, and set the foot between the hands. Move the whole body forward so the foot doesn't land a big heavy thump. So bring your shoulders forward over the fingertips, hold your breath, and bring the foot down softly. Into Kapyasana, raise your arms up over the head, arch back. And then from here, if you can, swing your hands all the way back, touching your fingers to the ground, hold the breath, the left foot comes in to meet the right. Uttanasana, push your seat up, the chest on the thighs, the head down. Now come up to standing, reach up over the head, arch back. And then back to Pranayama, always coming back to the source of divine love. Go up and back. Tap into the consciousness of each movement. Open yourself up to divine grace or bowing down in humility. And all throughout, always surrendering to the highest self for divine service. Left foot goes back, right into Kapyasana. Pull the body all the way back, away from the front knee. And then bring hands back down. From here, come into high plank. Entry of your choice into upward facing dog or cobra. Good. Try to connect the movement seamlessly like you're doing a divine dance of love and devotion. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Left leg comes up, three-legged dog, and step the foot between the hands. Back knee down, right up into Kapyasana. Reach all the way back with your arms. Try to get your fingertips over the toes. And come forward again, lean your weight into your front leg. So your hands behind the back and the right foot meets the left. Uttanasana, if your legs are straight, push the whole body against the legs. Come right up to standing. Back home. Bury your mind deep in the heart, watch body with even more power, grace, and ease. Hasta Uttanasana. Then come forward again. Land your belly on your thighs, pull your hands up over your head. Bow down deeply as on the humility. The right foot back. Lower the knee down. And right into Kapyasana here. Stretch fully. And then come back down. Into the high plank. You have to go to the edge of your potential each and every time. Bring the seat back and then keep on moving that edge forward bit by bit. That's how you make progress. That's how you stay motivated in practice, by seeing the progress. Take the seat all the way back, left leg up, but again, no attachment to the results. Do it as an offering. Left foot forward. Share the benefits of all beings. Raise your arms up over the head, reach back behind. And come forward with your belly on your thighs. Swing your hands behind the back and join your feet together. Uttanasana. Good. And come all the way up to standing. Reach up over the head, arch back. Hands back to the heart. Stay here for a moment, take pause. From the heart, inhale the love from the heart up to the crown. Hold the breath, imagine love going out to all beings everywhere, just like the sun that shines down on everything equally. Exhale back down to the heart. Remain established in divine, unconditional love for all flows. And release. So continue with a few balanced poses. Bring the left foot forward. And swing your arms out to the side like an airplane, arms straight. Bend your left knee, whoops, and from here, bring your right leg up. A straight line from the head to the foot, palms are down, straight line from hand to hand through the shoulders. Good, now from here, bring the left hand down in front of the left foot. Try to have your hip over the heel, turn to the right. Bring the right arm up and bring the right leg up higher if you can. Adho Chandrasana. Look up at the hand above you. Try not to jut the shoulder forward. Keep your the same line. Try not to have any bumps along the way. And then bring the right hand down. If your leg was high, you can lower about the height of the hip. And from here, The right hand stays on the inside of the left foot, and then turn your chest to your left and keep your hand on the seat, or so you can raise your left arm up. Good, now come back to the center, right into airplane again. Dive the head down, bring your foot higher than the head. And then bring the hands down, bring the right foot back down, and roll your way up. So do it on the other side now, just turn this way. You'll have to do this just so I can demonstrate more easily. Then bring the right foot forward, bend your knee, arms out to the side, the belly on your thigh, fix your gaze on a point in front, and raise the left leg up. Again, think of an airplane diving. Keep your line straight from the head to the foot and the hand to hand across the back. Now bring the right hand down, stay on the fingertips. Try to orient your hip so it's right over the heel, and then bring the left arm up when you're ready. Turn your chest to the left. Bring the left foot up higher if you can. Look up if you find the balance. Wherever you are is perfect, just try your best. Now bring the left hand down, and then roll the left hip down so that your leg is on the same line as the head and the hip. Okay, so from here, turn your body to your right. Bring your right arm up if you can, if your shoulder allows for it. And then bring the right hand back down. And from here, again, airplane pose. So bring the left leg up higher. Maybe you can get higher this time. Arms out to the side, palms down. Bring the fingertips down, the left foot back down. Tuck your chin in and roll your way up. Good. So let's try another sequence here. Standing on your left foot, bring the right knee up. Hold the heel from the inside, thumb behind the heel, ballet pose. Bring the leg and the arm out at the same time. Maybe split the height of the shoulders, looking like the letter T, or maybe like the letter Y. Bring the leg up higher, flex the foot, lift the chest, lean a little bit to your left, especially if your leg's higher. Keep your toes and the fingers on the same line. Be magnificent and poised and graceful like the dancer. Good, now from here, bring your leg forward, bring your hands to your shin and pull the shin in towards the body and push the belly forward to meet the shin, the thighs, or lift the chest. Now you can stay here, or you can extend your leg in front. Keep your gaze on the toes. I didn't do that very well, did I? And then lean back. Imagine you're lying on a table. And then take your arms out. Having trouble finding balance today. Raise your arms out to the side. And then come back. So whatever happens, just dance with it. Be unconcerned. Just keep trying. Bring the left heel up. Hold it by the inside, the thumb behind the heel, and again, take your arm and the leg out at the same time if you can. And according to your flexibility, raise your leg higher perhaps. Flex the foot, look up. Radiate your magnificence, just like a ballet dancer. And now from here, bend your knee. Take hold of the shin. And then from here, lean back if you feel comfortable. Everything's an option. Just do according to your comfort level. The belly comes to your thigh, and vice versa. And then extend your leg if you like in front. Hands to the heart. It's a little bit easier. Lean back if you can. Do not do that well, so I'll do this way so you can see. And then take your arms out. So I'm not doing it very well today. Remain unconcerned. Just keep trying. And then release. Okay, so now let's continue. Stand in the middle of the mat. Bring your fingertips in line with your elbows at the height of the shoulders. Jump or walk your feet apart. Turn to your left. Sink into your left hip. Try to get nice and low. And enter into the consciousness of a warrior. Be strong, be mighty, be determined. From here, Paschimottanasana, depending on where your hip is. If your hip is higher, you can just bring your left arm on the leg and bring the right arm up over the head. Pull the right shoulder back. Make sure your hip is not jutting up. Should be same line as the rest of the line from the foot to the hands. If your hip is low, you can bring your left hand down to the ground in front of the foot. If you know the variations, you can go ahead. Bring the right arm behind the back, take a half bind. The hand comes on your thigh, roll the right shoulder back, or the full bind. Drop your left shoulder down, about just a little bit below the line of the knee, so the left arm can go underneath the leg. The right arm goes behind the back. And join your hands together behind the left thigh. Right again, right close to the seat. Try not to go over the seat or around the seat. Now from here, look forward, bring the knee down, graceful transition into Kapyasana. Pull your arms up, arch the back again. Try to get your arms back. Dharma says it. In order to get this back bend, you have to work your downward facing dog. Try to get your shoulders back, your chest up. Eventually your arms will go behind the head and the index fingers go over the toes. Visualize yourself in the pose. Attune your mind to the teacher within, the guru within. And from here, break the pose. Bring hands down on the inside of the left foot. Move the left foot out to the edge of the mat. And lift the knee up on the back leg so that you can scooch back and forth. Try to keep your hips sinking down towards the ground, feeling heavy. Push back to the right foot one more time, lower the knee down. And see if your hips are low enough, fall to the right so you can land on the forearm. Roll back to your left. Make sure that your knee's not falling away from the body. So it should not look like this, nor like this. Keep your shin vertical and the body close to your leg. If you're very flexible and your hips are down, the rest of the body will eventually come down. The pelvis, the belly, eventually the chest. Look like a lizard, just setting yourself on a warmer. Try to get your back lower than the knee eventually. If you can't get your hips down, you can stay in the hands and imagine just think of an action of a cobra pose. Try to push your hips down towards the ground. Pull the head and chest forward. The more you lengthen, the more the body will come down. Now we're going to come back up on the hands. Pull the left foot in. Bend the toes under the back foot. So you're trying to make your legs look like a box. Hands on your hips. And if you can raise your foot up off the ground, your left foot, your foot is in the right place. The right arm up. Ankle toe and knee towards the right. You can stay as a simple twist. Your hand on the outside of the knee, left hand on the seat. Push into seat, pull down, and turn to your left. Use the left hand to just increase the length in the spine. Just push. Imagine trying to pull the tailbone down and under. If that's easy for you, right arm up, turn forward. Ankle and toe and knee towards the right in the same line. And then dive down with the right arm. Try to get your armpits right on the outside of the knee. Left hand pushes into your right. And push. Keep pushing down so that and at the same time, try to get your belly higher over the thighs. So that the chest comes behind your thumbs and roll the left shoulder all the way back. Pull the left hip back, the top of the head forward. Turn your face and chest up. If you want to take a bind, push your seat back. Use the left hand to guide the right arm underneath the leg. And the left arm goes over the back, join your hands together. Lift the back knee up off the ground if you can. Hold the breath as you're making the transition. Pull the left shoulder all the way back, turn your chest up. Make sure the back knee is not sagging or the hips are not sagging if your knee is up. Break the pose, and then come back to standing. Come back to the middle of the mat. and come right back up. So now from here, going to the right, turn the right foot forward. Virabhadrasana. Look over the front hand, look strong and steady. Become the warrior. All the qualities are already within you, just have to turn them on. Parsvakonasana again, with this version with your arm on the leg. Make sure your left arm is not limp. Keep it nice and strong and straight. Turn the chest up. If you're more flexible, the hand can come on the inside of the foot. Make sure again the foot and the hand is in the same line. Don't jut the hip up. And if you want to take a half or full bind, go ahead and do it. If your hands on the thigh, roll the thigh outwards, push the left shoulder back. Otherwise, you can go deeper. The shoulder goes underneath below the knee a little bit, the line of the knee. Join your hands together behind the right thigh. Good. Now from here, break the pose, turn forward, flatten up the toes. Press the top of the foot into the ground and reach back, Kapyasana. Lift the chest, reach the arms back. Try not to bend the arms. Keep your arms close to the ears. Think of the shape of a crescent moon. Try to make the shape with your body. Lift the heart up away from the seat. Expression of abject surrender to the highest self. Break the pose. Bring your hands down on the inside of the right foot. Move the right foot to the edge of the mat. And press the knee up off the ground and just push back and forth again. Sinking your hips down. Push back your left foot one more time. Lower the knee. And then here, hands drop onto your left forearm and your left hip. And roll back to the right. Bring the heart forward. Keep telescoping your body forward, and then the more you lengthen, the more your body will come down. If you can come all the way down, the shoulder is on the foot. Fix the gaze, merge with the form. You're coming back onto the hands. Slide your right foot back. Bend the toes under the back foot. The legs again like a box. See if you can pick up the right foot up off the ground. And if it comes up easily, it's in the right place. The right hand on the waist or the hip or on the seat. Left arm up. And then go to your right. The hand on the outside of the right knee. Push the seat into the seat and pull down at the same time. And you can always stay in this version. Try to turn your chest all the way to the right. Or Pari Vita Parsvakonasana. Left arm up. Angle the toe and knee towards the right. Try to get your arm all the way down. The arm can on the outside of the knee. The right hand pushing your left. And don't stay here. You just keep pressing down until the body comes up. Instead of the chest to your thumbs. Roll the right shoulder back. If you want, you can try to take your knee up off the ground. Bend the toes under and then lift the knee. From here, it might actually be easier to take the bind if you can keep your balance. So keep your legs engaged, keep pushing through the right heel. You have more space to get the arm underneath the leg, and then the right arm goes over the back. So find a trick that works for you. Through the practice, you learn to find these tricks. Now break the pose. Come back into plank position. From here, let's do regular side plank. Move your left hand in front of the nose. Turn to the right. You just have to turn on your feet. Your ankles stay crossed. If it's too much, if you're starting to sag into the shoulder, your hips are heavy, going towards the ground, just bring your left knee down. The knee is underneath the hip. You can do it from here. So be careful again of your joints, of your abilities. And come back. And go to the other side. Reach up. Straight line from hand to hand. Hips forward. You can always do this on the forearm as well if you have any wrist issues. Now come back into plank position. From here, lower the knees down. Sit in thunderbolts. Charge the body up. Inhale. Imagine the best coming into the skin from all directions. Pull it all in. Attract it with your attention. Exhale, flood your whole being with it and send it out at the same time to all beings. Imagine going out through the pores of the skin again. So next, we're going to do Vasisthasana again. If you know any variations, you can incorporate them now this time. So you can even do it from here again, and if you want to go a little further, you can raise the leg up, take hold of the foot. So that's some options. If you want to do it from your knee, if you're doing it from Vasisthasana, full position, you start off in Vasisthasana, go to the right first, stand on your left hand, left foot, and then keep going. Try the right toes back, turn on the left foot at the same time. Make sure the inside edge of the foot is down. Push your hips all the way up. And then from here, see if you take the right foot up off the ground. You have to keep your hip up. If you can get your foot up off the ground, hold the knee. If you're more flexible, extend the leg, hold the foot. Do according again to your abilities. Make sure you try not to bend your left leg too much. Break the pose. Gracefully come back to high plank. Go on the other side. So you can start again in Vasisthasana and stay there the whole time. Or you could go onto the right knee and you do it from there. If you want to keep going, keep turning on your right foot. Your toes, you have to turn the foot too, so the toes are on the same line as the rest of the leg. Push your hip up, make sure the inside edge of the foot is down. Your left or right arm is fully extended, and then you'll have more ability to take the foot up. Take the weight up off your left foot so you can raise it up. Take hold of the knee. Eventually, maybe the foot, if you have flexibility. Keep your right leg straight as possible. Push your hip all the way up. Break the pose. And then spin on the foot, spin on the hand, come back to plank. From here, jump or walk your feet forward to the hand. Come into a squat. Bring your hands together in between your elbows, same line, elbows and wrists. Bring your hands down. Kakasana from here. So lift your heels, push the backs of your arms into the insides of the legs and knees close to the shoulders. Lift up, push firmly down into the ground. Your shoulders coming over the fingertips. Hold your breath and see if you can keep resting your legs against your arms and see if you can bend your toes away from the ground. Even if you just lift one toe at a time. Okay, so just get more weight on your arms. If you're more proficient in the practice, you can take your knees into your armpits, come forward, try to keep your arms straighter and lift your toes up. Your shins start on the backs of your arms, but then the feet lift up. Good. Now come back down. From here, you can shake out the wrists if you need to. Now, next level, if you want, you can come right into headstand and then up and then back down, or you can just stay in teddy bear. So I'll just demonstrate. So from here, you come forward again. Control moves you to just fall on the head. Flex the feet so that you can control the descent. Bring your forehead on the ground. Land your knees on your arms, and then maybe take it all the way up. Bring your legs all the way up. And then just stay there. If you don't have that, you can either just bring your forehead in front of your feet, your knees, and then lift your seat up. Try to get your seat over the hips. Roll on the top of the head, and you'll feel it more in the back of the head as well, depending where your head is in relation to your knees. If it's closer, then you might come onto the back of the head. And if your hips are over the knees, you'll come more in the back of the head too. If it's too much, just move your head forward. you know other variations of headstand, you can. You can come onto the forearms if you like and rest on the forearms. Make sure they can take hold of the opposite elbows easily. They're underneath your shoulders, and bring your hands forward. Bring your head between your palms. Lift your feet up. Walk your feet towards your elbows and bring one leg back if you can. Push up to the base of the toes again. And then see if you can just lift your heel up. As your heel comes up, your hips come up higher. And then eventually keep pressing to the foot that's hanging behind you, close to the ground. As heavy as possible. Try to get your foot to the ground behind your back. It's not going to happen probably, but you just get the sense that you're pushing through the back foot, dropping towards the ground. And this will help you eventually bring your other foot up. And then if you feel comfortable, you come up higher. You come back further with your foot behind you, and the foot in front comes up higher. Keep squeezing the arms into the ground. Keep pressing the head into the hands so that you are comfortable in the pose. If you're very advanced, you can even come up off your head, push into your arms, and lift your head up off the ground. Sometimes it's easier to split your legs for this version. Do according to your condition as always. Now from here, from wherever you are, start to make your descent nice and steady and controlled. Push your seat back a little bit, come back into a tuck, and come down into child's pose. If you're in tripod, you can land your knees, your legs on your arms again, flex your feet, hold the breath, so you can take your head up off the ground for a crow pose again. And then bring your feet back down. All these again, options. Forehead down. Just go according to your abilities. Breathe in, breathe out, soften. Roll your way up. Bring your feet in front. Make your way onto your back. You're going to roll back a few times, coming into baby plow eventually. So just move your legs over the head a few times. Try to get your seat up higher each time your feet further back. Eventually, when your feet come up, bring your hands to your back, and then maybe your feet will go all the way behind the head. If they touch down, perfect. If they don't, it's still perfect. Try to get your seat a little bit higher by pushing your hands into the back gently. And then bring your arms behind your back. Interlace your fingers if you can. Lean to one side, pull the arm back. Lean to right, pull the left arm back. Lean to your left, pull the right arm back further, so that from the front you can't see your arms anymore. Bring your heels, your palms together, so your elbows come closer together. And then next, place your hands on the back. Bring one leg up at a time. Really stretch the leading leg so it comes right up to the ceiling, straight. In line with your chin. The other leg comes to meet it. And we'll stay there. If your legs aren't perfectly straight, if your arms aren't behind your back, just modify as you need to until you find a pose where you can find the stillness. So your legs might be at an angle, your elbows might be on either side of the body, of the hips. It's totally perfect. Keep your eyes closed now and just center your attention on this. Bring your attention to the center of the forebrow. Go beyond the body, the mind, and emotions. These are not you. Slowly hinge at the hips. Bring your feet down behind your head again for plow pose. If your feet don't touch down, just keep your hands on the back. If you want, you can also bend your legs so your knees, your thighs come against your chest, your knees on either side of the head. If you want, you can try to bring your knees into the ears and withdraw from the senses
Draws me inputs start coming in through the eyes and ears. Shut them off. Okay, when you come out of the pose, hands behind the back, palms down. As the seat comes down, the hands move close together, so eventually thumb tips and the index fingers are touching, and both palms are on the ground. And then eventually your seat lands on your wrists. Keep bringing your legs down, stop when you're halfway. The legs at 45 degrees to the ground now. Push into your hands and lift your back up off the ground. So your body looks like a V shape here. Push your chest up, bring your elbows closer together, bring your top head to the ground. If there's too much, you can bring your feet down at this point onto the ground. Charge the legs in any case. Now breathe very fast and nose like a sniffing dog. Bring your legs down and then release from the pose. Hands out from underneath. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, remove all fatigue, relax. Now from here, we're going to bring your arms up over the head, sit up. Right into Paschimottanasana. You can keep your knees bent if you have tight hamstrings. Raise your arms up. Hinge at the hips, come forward, land your belly on your thighs. Take hold of your feet, close to your heels. Keep your body with your legs. Imagine that you try to get your chest beyond the knees. Each inhale, lengthen, pull your head further forward. Exhale, pour more weight into your legs, and the weight, extra weight on the legs might allow the legs muscles to release a little bit. If you're flexible, you can get your legs completely flat on the ground without detaching the body from the thighs, and you can go ahead and do that there. Take your attention to the base of the spine. Feel the spine getting longer and longer with each inhale. Each exhale, sink more weight into your thighs, to your body. Break the pose, slide your way back up, hands behind the back. So from here, Purvottanasana or bench, pull the heels in a little bit, and then so you can throw your hips up, roll the thighs towards another, try to get your toes on the ground. Chest is higher than the shoulders, so when you push into your hands, allow the head to go back. If this is too much, just bring your feet in underneath your seat. Not your seat underneath your knees, so you look like a bench pose. Look like a bench. Take your head back and breathe very fast. Lower the seat down now. Bring your legs in front. Stretch out through the heels. Right hand behind the back, left hand on the outside of the right leg. Inhale, push the lower back up and in. Turn to the right. Keep pushing against your shin. Keep your heels together. One foot starts to go in front of the other. Keep pushing the other foot that's behind further forward to meet it. Keep your back straight. Look over your right shoulder. Try not to lean back. Make sure the hand's right against the back. Keep your back very straight and tall. Now come back to the other side. Left hand behind the back, then center the back. Right hand the outside of the left shin. Push your chest up, turn to your left. Look over your left shoulder. Feel the twist starting at the hips and going all the way up the spine. Break the pose, lie on the back for just a few moments. Once you're on the back, just separate your legs so the feet are at the edges of the mat. The feet are falling away from one another. The arms are also on the outside of the mat. The palms facing up, making a gesture receiving. Be receptive to all the incoming gifts now.
surrender completely, physically, mentally, and emotionally, so you can receive even more. And all the good deeds that you do come with a positive outcome. It comes back to you in some positive way. Likewise, when you are acting in a way that is not consistent with the ethical rules, then that will produce some effect or consequence to help you to become more spiritually correct. Be grateful even for those experiences, for they all help us to grow and evolve. The meaning of life is to experience everything through the forms. We get a piece of life, living in other people's shoes, and that way we cultivate compassion. Continue to extend your compassion towards all beings everywhere, not just your friends and families, pets. Now keep that intention of continuing to radiate your light and love to all beings in all your interactions. Continue to see the divine in each and every form that you interact with and beyond. So make your way back to seated position now, moving gracefully, moving slowly. Keep your eyes closed, continue to be like the wind is watching everything unfold. Close the practice with Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Instill the peace within and send out to all beings everywhere. Shanti Shanti Shanti. Be receptive to the grace of God. All is within. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining. Have a wonderful day. Sending you much love. If you need to do more Shavasana now, which I encourage, that one is a little bit short, so we don't have a lot of time in the space of the class, so just take more rest if you need to. It helps to bring more purification. So until next time, namaste.